Okay, here's a book. Uh, this book is, if I'm not mistaken, this book's from 82. Let me make sure. This book's from 82. 1990. Okay, it's from 1990. Here's the thing. This is what I opened up to. It discusses a bag check, or the checkpoint, but in the airport. Now, this is as of 1990, but here's the thing it says. Well, a metal detector can indicate if a passenger is carrying a gun, and an x-ray machine can detect a hidden gun or hand grenade in a travel bag. While new expensive machines can detect the odor and chemical signature of plastic explosives, they do have very real limitations. Only a specially trained individual can detect the nervous sweat of a man carrying a pistol, grenade, or a sophisticated bomb. This is from 1990. Is that true anymore? No, it's not, is it? The kinds of security machines, the actual machinery that they have at airports now, including in the United States, I contend actually does just that, right? And they apply a whole process with the video cameras, with the other kinds of surveillance, including the way that one lines up just to go through the checkpoint. And there's a difference between going through and getting a body check, right, versus going through the scanner machine and what they actually identify in the scanner machine. Now, it had said, I'd read recently that one of the things they said is that the original scanner machine design created a image of the body that was too real. It was too literal, and they were concerned it was actually providing some form of trauma to the guards. Seeing the exhibition of the body, seeing the exposure, and also seeing the way that the software programs on these machine readings identified indicators of concern on the body. They were concerned with actually, as I said, traumatizing the people who were working security. So they changed the image of the actual body to be more of a sort of almost derivative, almost like a cartoon, right? Almost like a graphic. So it shows like an outline of the body. But here's the thing: what used to be the association we had with the outline of a body, like a chalk outline? Well, the body's already dead, right? And so you put the chalk outline around the body after it's already dead. But in order to reduce the trauma, presumably at least, reduce the trauma to the people who are working at the checkpoint, you're supposed to decontextualize it from the actual literal expression. And I contend this is very, very significant, right? And it also talked to, well, what is the psychology of the people working these kinds of checkpoints? Do they still have that embedded memory or that reference point of the projection of the body that they're actually encountering as being based upon a representation of a body already dead? And so if they do, how does that inform their behavior when they engage with somebody, including whether or not they consider that person to be considered to be suspect? He's talking about training, especially trained individual detecting the nervous sweat of a man carrying a pistol, grenade, or sophisticated bomb. So this implies, right, that you've already been trained in behavioral science techniques to identify what is suspicious behavior, including the way the body's actually responding to the environment. Things like sweat, things like salivation, right? Things like whether or not if they wait too long, how many times they go to the bathroom, right? These other things. But now that they've got this new methodology in the machines and the way the machines engage around the checkpoints, please recall my allegations regarding COVID-19, specifically with the airport in Los Angeles, right? Not just the airport in Los Angeles, but the fact that the airport in Los Angeles is one of a very few number of airports in the United States that were availed of the very technology that was being investigated, that I was personally investigating in 2008 in connection with that Rider on the Dream Act and in connection with those military appropriations where the DoD appropriations that were pending and would have been implemented as part of the budget we would have gone into Congress with.